Her human escort seemed useless to the alien princess, until he silenced 12 assassins. Staff Sergeant Vance, keep your distance during the reception walk. Princess Siren's voice sliced through the antechamber's hum. Her iridescent scales caught the light as she adjusted her diplomatic robes. She didn't glance back. Elias Vance nodded once. "Understood, Your Highness." He stepped aside. His boots made no sound on the polished stone. The order stung less than expected. Distance meant better sightlines. Siren swept forward. Her entourage followed, Minister Coral at her elbow, murmuring about treaty optics. Commander Tazk's guards flanked them, tails rigid in ceremonial lockstep. Elias hung back. He scanned the grand hall ahead. Vaulted ceilings soared 50 meters. Chandeliers dripped crystal, casting fractal shadows. The reception path wound from here to the dais, past columns and alcoves. Alien guests milled in clusters. Zykari nobles with feathered crests. Vorath traders, hulking and horned. All eyes on the princess. Elias moved with the flow. He noted exits, main arch to the left, service door behind tapestry right, balcony overlook above. Sightlines, clear from the balcony, blocked by that pillar cluster midway. Tazk's team performed their sweep. 6 guards armored in iridescent plate. They fanned out scanners humming, ceremonial, slow, predictable arcs. Elias slipped past. No one challenged the low-status human. He blended, plain fatigues, no insignia beyond his rank patch. Perfect camouflage. Minister Coral shot him a glare. "The human lags. Ensure he doesn't embarrass us, Commander." Tazk rumbled agreement. His mandibles clicked. "Protocols demand it, Minister. Sergeant Vance." Elias halted. Tazk towered over him, twice his mass. "You take rear post. Balcony low priority. Avoid friction with guests." "Copy that," Elias said, neutral tone. No argument. Tazk nodded, satisfied. He returned to his sweep. Elias continued mapping. He palmed a sensor patch from his cuff, thumb-sized, adhesive, military issue. Human tech, silent, encrypted, motion-activated. Aliens relied on bulky scanners. This pinged his wrist comm only. He reached the pillar cluster. A decorative column etched with treaty runes. Blind spot for Tazk's team. Elias knelt as if tying his boot. No one watched. He pressed the patch into the stone's base. It bonded instantly, invisible. Wrist comm vibrated, online, range 200 m good, covered the walk's choke point. He rose, foot traffic thickened. Guests parted for Siren's approach. Elias took his post. Balcony overlooked the hall. He leaned on the rail, casual. Below, the princess glided onto the path. Coral droned beside her. "Smile for the Hollow's Highness. The treaty hinges on poise." Siren's tail flicked. "Poise won't sign it, Minister. Where's my escort?" Coral waved dismissively. "Demoted to scenery. Humans unsettle the delegates." Elias watched, demoted. Fine, position ruled. Tazk's guards locked into formation. 2 ahead, 2 beside, 2 rear. Ceremonial spacing 10 meters apart, exposed flanks. Elias cross-checked exits, service door unguarded. Balcony access clear. His wrist comm blipped. Motion patch sector. 1 ping, then silence. Elias straightened, not a guest. Too low, too still. He keyed his comm silent mode, scoped the pillar base. Shadow shifted. Figure in maintenance graze, crouched. Palming a tube, disruptor compact. Assassin. Elias assessed. Kestrel's cell? Intel whispers matched. Patient, routine exploiting. No alarm yet. Hall chatter drowned subtlety. Tazk's protocols blinded them. Ceremonial blinders. Princess midway, 20 meters from pillar. Elias vaulted the rail, dropped silent to a side ledge, rolled into alcove shadow. Guards missed it, focused forward. He ghosted downstairs. 2 strides to service door, slipped through, corridor dim. Assassin ahead edging toward pillar. Elias closed gap, silent steps. Human training, no tail drag, no scale rasp. 10 meters. Assassin raised tube, aimed at path. Elias lunged, arm bar locked neck. Free hand clamped tube muzzle down. Assassin thrashed, strong Zykari build. Feathers flared. Elias twisted, knee to spine, dropped him cold. Tube clattered. Elias secured it. Zip ties from boot cuff-bound wrists. Wrist comm patch clear, but 1 blip meant scouts. Cells operated pairs minimum. Footsteps echoed rear corridor. Elias dragged body behind crates, covered with tarp. Second figure emerged. Slender Vorath horn stubs filed. Scanning tablet. Elias palmed knife. Waited. Vorath paused at pillar, tapped column, felt the patch, no retrieving backup device. Elias struck. Knife hand severed tablet link. Elbow to temple. Vorath crumpled. Elias bound him too. Com buzzed incoming task patrol. He melted back. Service door to balcony. Hall below stirred. Siren reached dais. Applause rippled. Coral beamed. Flawless Highness. Task scanned. Frowned. Anomaly on rear sensors. Minor. Elia's resumed post. Wrist com silent now. Princess glanced up. Spotted him. Tail still. Her eyes narrowed, questioning. Minister Coral leaned to Task. See, human idols while we secure. Task grunted. Protocols hold. Elias watched shadows. Third, cells tripled sometimes. Pillar base, tarp undisturbed. Good. Siren mounted dais. Speech began, guests riveted. Elias' gaze swept balcony access. Footfall soft, he pivoted. Third assassin Kest Rel himself. Infiltrator prime. Lean Zykari, crest hooded, needle pistol drawn. Rel froze, assessed the human. Elias met his eyes, no words. Stepped forward, Rel lunged. Needle fired, Elias sidestepped. Human reflexes twitch faster, grabbed wrist, snapped it. Pistol dropped. Rel headbutted, crest raked Elias' cheek, blood welled. Elias absorbed, counter, palm strike to throat. Rel gagged, tackle followed. Elias pinned. Mounted punches, precise solar plexus jaw, Rel stilled. Elias zip-tied, dragged to shadow, secured pistol. Below, Siren's voice rose. This treaty binds our stars, applause peaked. No one noticed balcony scuffle, Task's calm crackled. Commander service corridor breach, bodies. Task whirled, guards broke formation, chaos bloomed, Coral paled. Assassins how? Siren spun, locked on balcony. Elias stood amid bound forms, casual stance. Task stormed upstairs. Human what? 3 down, Elias said. Cell cleared, your protocols missed the gaps. Task stared, mandibles slack. Bodies verified, Kest Rel confirmed. Siren arrived, guards parted, her scales flushed deep blue shock. You demoted me, Elias noted, flat, she inhaled. I misread your comm. Incompetence, I thought. Distance worked. He handed over weapons. Sensor patch flagged them. Task retrieved the patch, scanned it. Unauthorized human microtech. Standard issue. Elias shrugged, blipped once, went quiet. I moved. Coral sputtered. He bypassed us. Outplayed, Task admitted, voice gruff. Your tactics, silent, effective. Siren studied Elias, tail curled, respect. Escort reinstated, closer now. Elias nodded. Copy. Guests murmured below, treaty speech resumed, but Elias scanned anew, cells had backups. Crisis viewed competence. His wrist comm stayed quiet. For now, hall lights dimmed for hollows, shadows lengthened. Elias spotted it, fourth figure slipping from alcove, backup. He moved, silent again. Elias ghosted left, skirting the balcony's edge. Hall lights dimmed for the holographic treaty seals. Shadows stretched across marble floors. The fourth figure, a lean shadow in servant robes, slipped from an alcove toward the main corridor. Elias tapped his wrist comm. Silent alert to Task, no response yet. Protocol jammed it. Below, Siren resumed her speech. This alliance secures our shared frontiers, he dropped a hand signal. 2 fingers right, detour to service wing. Safer angles, she glanced up, paused mid-sentence, then shook her head, continued down the planned corridor. Guards flanked her. Coral nodded approval. Camera's word. Elias cursed under breath, stuck to plan. Fine, he peeled off, paralleling her path through shadows. His eyes caught it first. Guard rotation gap. Left post lagged 3 seconds. Standard drill flaw. Alien reliance on synced tech. Humans trained for the drift. He matched the intruder's pace. 50 meters back, silent boots on stone. The figure checked a wrist device. Nodded, accelerated. Siren's group hit the corridor mouth. Coral barked into comm. No pauses, optics demand flow. Task's voice crackled back. Anomaly confirmed, hold position. Negative, Coral snapped. Ministerial override, princess on schedule. Guards shuffled, hesitated, pushed forward. Cameras captured every poised step. Elias closed distance, 30 meters. Intruder drew a slim blade. Concealed in robe folds, poison glint under faint hollows. He palmed his multi-tool. Palace power grid schematic burned in memory from pre-arrival scan. Junction box ahead, 10 meters, Siren's tail flicked, voice steady. Our worlds unite against. Elias struck the panel. Thumb drive hacked in, 3-second blackout pulse. Lights died, darkness swallowed the hall, gasps erupted, hollows flickered out. Guards froze, protocols demanded manual reset. Perfect kill window flipped to his, the intruder lunged from shadow. Blade arced toward Siren's neck. Elias exploded forward, tackled low, wrapped arm around throat, knee drove into kidney, silent pivot, dragged the figure into side alcove, Blade clattered free. Intruder thrashed. Claws raked air. Elia's zip-tied wrists. Hog-tied ankles. Secured pistol from hidden holster. Pressed suppressor to temple. Who sent you? Low growl. Kest cell. Choked whisper. Backup protocol. Elia's stripped comm patch. Crushed it. Standard alien freak. His jammed it earlier. Lights snapped back. 3 seconds exact. Guards blinked. Rifles swept shadows. Siren whirled. Scales rippled silver. Alert. Elia's clear. He hauled the bound form into light. Dropped it at her feet. Task charged up. Mandibles clicked fury. Blackout you're doing? Grid reset. Elias shrugged. Forced the gap. Took him clean. Coral shoved through, face ashen. You disrupted ceremony. Cameras caught nothing but dark. Caught the save. Task knelt, scanned the assassin. Rel's second, confirmed. Siren stepped closer, eyes locked on Elia's, tail coiled tight. You signaled detour. I ignored. Protocol bias. He holstered pistol. Worked anyway. Guards hauled the body. Murmurs rose from guests. Treaty hollows reignited. Applause faltered, then swelled. Task gripped Elia's shoulder, claws firm. Silent breach again. How many humans like you? Plenty. Elias scanned exits. We train quiet. Coral sputtered. This human bypassed overrides. Demote him. Promote. Siren cut in, voice steel. Escort elevation. Full access. Minister flushed violet, nodded stiff. Elias nodded back. Understood. They pressed on. Corridor curved to Grand Hall. Final treaty signing. Guests packed tiers. Alien dignitaries in robes. Human envoy in corner. Sole familiar face. Elias walked point now. Siren matched stride. No words. Her presence closer. Respect in the space. Task fell in beside. Your tech. Micropatch on first 3. Blips motion. Ignores protocols. Elias tapped wrist. Yours pinged loud. Theirs didn't. Alien commander grunted. We build for scale. You for shadows. Compliments. Elias eyed vents overhead. Clear. Hall opened. Podium gleamed. Siren ascended. Elias took flank position. Blended with drapes. She signed first. Quill scratched crystal. Applause thundered. His gaze swept crowd. Routine now, but cells had redundancies. Wrist comm buzzed. Faint. Incoming. Second wave. A server tray rattled. Far side. Human-sized figure under cloth. Wrong posture. Elias signaled Task. One finger up. Air ducked. Task nodded. Redirected 2 guards. Subtle. Server bumped podium edge. Cloth slipped. Glint of tube launcher. Elias vaulted rail. Landed soft. Wove through legs. Guests oblivious. Siren turned. Quill paused. He closed. Grabbed tray arm. Twisted. Tube clattered. Server spun. Female alien eyes wide. Knee to gut. Folded her. Zip ties out. Bound. Guards swarmed. Task yanked her up. Back up 2. Launcher. EMP round. Elias retrieved tube. Hall blackout. Real 1. Coral arrived, sweating. Another. How do you? Patterns. Elias stood. Casual. They cluster gaps. Siren descended podium. Treaty sealed behind. She gripped his arm. Scales warm. I dismissed you, calm as sloth. Calm saves. He met her gaze. Distance kept, eyes off. Task scanned tube. Human design? No local mod. Elias pointed flaw. Shoddy weld. Jams under torque. Aliens exchanged looks. Murmurs spread. Human envoy grinned from afar. Ceremony wrapped. Delegations filed out. Siren lingered. Your world breeds this? Trains it. Elias checked gear. Quiet competence. Her tail brushed his leg. Intentional. Stay close. Treaty needs witnesses. Copy. He fell in. Corridors emptied. Escort thinned. Task peeled guards for sweep. Coral trailed, grumbling. Optics scarred, but alive. Elias led to shuttle bay. Night air hit. Stars wheeled above alien spires. Wrist comm lit. Third signal. Rear guard. He spun. Shadow detached from pillar. Kest's lieutenant. Scarred face. Vibro knife out. Elias shoved Siren behind crate. Drew pistol. Suppressed shot cracked air. Leg hit. Figure dropped. Crawled. Task fired. Burst. Finished it. Siren rose, breathing hard. 3 cells. All yours. Teamwork. Elias nodded to Task. Your sweep pinned him. Commander saluted. Human shadows. Alien fire. Balance. Coral boarded shuttle first. Muttered prayers. Elias scanned bay. Clear, but bays had sublevels. Drones hummed startup. Siren boarded. Paused at ramp. Misjudged you, all humans? Most underestimated. He followed. Till needed. Shuttle lifted. Stars blurred. Treaty secure. His comm pinged final. Off-world relay. Vance extract clean. Backup en route hostile. Elias tensed. Cells had off-world reach. Siren noticed. More. Always. He checked seals. Ready. Her scales hardened. Nodded. With you. Shuttle banked. Pursuit signatures bloomed on scan. Crisis called. Competence answered. Elias Vance's hand shot out, the server's tray tilted. Beneath linen folds, a vibroblade hummed to life. Elias clamped the wrist, twisted. The knife clattered free into his palm, one motion, clean. The alien's eyes bulged. Mouth opened for a scream. Elias drove forward, shoulder pinned the server against the corridor wall. Free hand sealed the jaws, no sound escaped. Procession flowed past. Princess Siren's entourage chattered in low tones. Crystal chimes from her gown's beads. Guards scanned ahead, protocols locked. Elias scanned the alcove, maintenance hatch 2 meters right. Dim service lights flickered, empty. He hauled the server sideways, legs dragged, fabric rasped stone. No one turned. Inside the alcove, shadows swallowed them. Elias slammed the body down, knee on chest, blade pressed to throat. "Who sent?" Elias whispered. Server gurgled. Feral eyes, Kestrel's mark, tattoo faint on neck scales. Elias didn't wait. Thumb drove into carotid, pressure precise. Lights dimmed in those eyes, body slackened. He stripped the uniform. Comms patch, earpiece, fake credentials, all burned into memory, pistol suppressed. Single round to temple, no mess, no trace. Body folded behind panels, locked hatch. Log bypassed, his wrist hack from entry. Elias emerged. Adjusted jacket, tray balanced on hip like his own, formation held, but Princess Siren halted. Her head turned, scales iridescent under corridor glow, tail flicked, she stepped off route, towards the alcove. Elias moved to intercept. Silent wave, back. Her eyes narrowed, she advanced anyway, gown rustled. "Escort," she hissed, diplomatic tongue edged. "Line break, explain." "Minor spill," Elias said, low, picked up tray. "Handled." Her gaze pierced, scanned his hands, clean, no blood, footsteps approached. Commander Task. Crest flared in irritation. "Princess, formation." Task's voice boomed protocol. "Threat scan negative." A junior guard pinged alert on comm. "Anomaly, server missing, denied." Task cut it. "Log clean, optics priority, resume." Siren lingered, tail brushed Elias' leg. "Intentional, you're calm," she murmured. "Incompetence or ploy, quiet competence." Elias met her eyes. "Stay root." She nodded, sharp, rejoined line. Task eyed Elias. "Human, no disruptions." "Copy." Elias fell in beside her. Corridors narrowed, escort thinned. Task peeled 2 guards for flank sweep. Minister Coral trailed, muttered to aid. "Low status brute, scars treaty polish." Elias ignored, wrist comm vibrated. Second signal, flank, he glanced left. Service drone hummed past, operator's perch empty, shadow shifted behind. Elias palmed pistol, suppressed, aimed high, drone word erratic. Collision course, he fired, chassis sparked, crashed short, operator dropped from perch. Vibro darts ready, Elias lunged, tackled midair, darts scattered, pinned arm, snap, body slumped, dragged to grate. Concealed, no alert, log clean. Siren glanced back, no question, pressed on. Coral grumbled louder. "Delays, shuttle waits." Task signaled clear, bay ahead. Elias led, scanned junctions, third signal pinged. Rear, night air hit as bay doors parted, stars wheeled above spires. Cool breeze carried fuel tang, shuttle ramp glowed, drones hummed startup. Elias spun, shadow detached from pillar, scarred face Kestrel's lieutenant. Vibro knife gleamed, he shoved Siren behind crate stack. Hard, she hit cover, drew personal stunner, Elias drew pistol. Suppressed shot cracked, leg hit, figure dropped, crawled, Task pivoted, burst from rifle, finished it, scales sizzled, Siren rose, breathing steady. 3 cells, all yours. Teamwork. Elias nodded to Task, holstered. "Your sweep pinned him." Commander saluted, crest high. Human shadows, alien fire, balance. Coral boarded first, muttered prayers, slotted into seat. Elias scanned bay, sublevels hummed below, clear. Siren paused at ramp. "Misjudged you, all humans? Most underestimated." He followed. "Till needed." Shuttle sealed. Lifted smooth, stars blurred. His comm pinged, off-world relay. "Vance, extract clean, backup en route hostile." Elias tensed, cells had reach. Siren noticed, scales hardened. "More." "Always." He checked seals, strapped in. "Ready?" She nodded, stunner ready. "With you." Pilot banked hard, pursuit signatures bloomed on scan. 3 signatures, fast climbers. "Bandits closing," pilot announced, alien accent clipped. "Evasive." Elias unstrapped partial, moved to cockpit hatch. "Armaments?" "Light, treaty rules," pilot glanced. "Your lead." "Affirm." Elias dropped into co-pilot seat. Scanned boards, human standard overrides his prep. Signatures tightened. Lead bandit locked missiles. Elias flipped jammer, pulse burst, lock broke. Flankers inbound, Siren called from hold. Voice calm, task braced, rifle charged. Fire arcs limited. Watch. Elias plotted intercept. Shuttle rolled, G-forces pinned. Bandit lead dove. Cannon fire stitched void. Elias triggered countermeasures. Flares bloomed, hits registered on decoys. Co-pilot drone whined, locked rear bandit. Elias fired shuttle guns. Bursts connected, wreckage tumbled. One down, Siren gripped seat. Watch scan, precision like your silences. Training. Elias banked again. Second bandit overshot. Task leaned through hatch. Protocol demands evasion only. Adapt. Elias line shot, fired. Second bandit vented atmosphere. Coral whimpered. Survivors? Clean kills. Elias scanned, last signature peeled off, fled, shuttle steadied, stars stabilized, pilot exhaled. Clear, relay home. Siren unstrapped, approached Elias, hand on shoulder. Competence. Not ordinary, he stood. Ordinary till crisis. Task nodded respect. Human tactics, our protocols, treaty holds. Com pinged again, urgent. Vance, Kestrel surfaced, ground team hit, Princess Primary, reroute secure. Elias jaw set, assassin leader lived. Siren straightened, hunt him. With backup. Elias checked loadout. Your world, our rules now. Shuttle dove towards spires, night lit with new signatures, ground assault bloomed, Kest waited, Elias planned, crisis escalated. Elias Vance slammed the service closet door behind Princess Siren. His hand clamped her shoulder, guiding her deep into the dim space amid mops and chem-scented shelves. Stay, silent. He pressed a calm bead into her palm, tiny, human-made. Ear in, I hunt. Siren's frills quivered. The shuttle had barely touched down at the Treaty Gala's rear dock. Spires loomed outside, night alive with assault blooms. Yet Elias moved like this was routine. No panic, just grip firm, eyes scanning the corridor slit. You. Alone, her voice hissed low. Protocols demanded Task's full squad, not one human escort. Trust! He vanished into shadows, door clicked shut, locked from outside. Siren crouched. Bead slipped into her ear canal, tight fit. Human tech crude but signal clear, heart thrummed. Elias' calm grated. He blended too well, plain fatigues, no alien armor gleam. Incompetent, she'd thought during transit. Silent brute amid her polished guards, calm crackled. Elias whisper, 3 signatures, corridor edges moving. She strained against the door. Muffled gala music seeped through diplomatic strings, laughter. Minister Coral's voice boomed nearby, oily. Princess delayed, optics suffer. Footsteps scattered. Then fut, suppressed shots, human pistol, Siren froze. Bead relayed Elias, first down, next shot. Second leg crawling, third flanked, clean. No boasts, just facts, her scales prickled. Task squad trained for open fire. Elias ghosted alone. Status, she whispered. Clear to you, hold. Coral again closer. Where is she? Commander Task, protocols. Task's growl, human interference, secure the hall. Siren gripped a shelf. Elias underestimated. No, her misread, calm hissed. Crowd vectoring, panic trigger, assassins inbound your mark. Screams erupted. Glass shattered hallward, stomps thundered. Fire, run, door rattled. Siren's lock held Elias' work, but panic swelled. Bodies slammed the closet, fists pounded. Princess, open, imposters. She palmed her ceremonial blade, thin ornamental bead, breaching now. Door exploded inward. 2 assassins lunged, Kestrel's cell masked, blades drawn. Siren slashed, caught one's arm. Blood sprayed, Elias burst from shadow. Body slammed the lead killer, shielded her fully, his frame absorbed the second's thrust. Knife grated bone, he didn't flinch. Go, he hauled her out, arm bled but grip iron, hauling her through crush. Crowd stampeded. Task fired wide bursts, protocol arcs. Coral cowered behind pillars, assassins exploited chaos, knives flashing. Elias pivoted, dropped low, dragged Siren prone. Suppressed shots winged 2 more. Vent access, up. He boosted her to a ceiling grate. Fingers pried bars, she crawled in. Ducts hummed, cool metal bit scales. In, she gasped. He followed, last. Grate snapped shut behind, ducts twisted narrow. Siren crawled, knees scraping. Elias behind, scanning rear via wrist light. Blood dripped from his wound, ignored. Plan, she asked. Kestrel leads, exploits routines, we deny. Com pinged external task. Princess human report. Elias tapped bead. Vance, principal secure, flankers down, rel active. Task barked, you bypass squad, return to protocol. Adapting. Elias cut link. Siren glanced back, his face calm. wound staunched with torn sleeve, Special Forces mark, scarred knuckles, steady eyes. You planned this, she said. Closet, vents. Prep, he nodded ahead. Junction, drop to service level. They slithered, air recyclers whooshed. Distant screams faded, but signatures bloomed on her embedded tracker, Rel's team converging. Flanked, Elias murmured. They predict vents, she tensed. Expose, counter. He palmed breaching charge, human issue, silent adhesive, blast whispered, muffled pop. Great ahead buckled, they dropped to a sub-level corridor. Empty, sterile white, footfalls echoed, 4 assassins rounded corner, Kest Rel front, lean eyes cold, infiltrator scars. Princess, ceremonial guard fails. Coral's voice trailed. This way, safe, traitor. Elias shoved Siren behind crates, broke cover first. Shots snapped, his pistol danced. One assassin dropped, knee shattered, second clutched throat. Rel dodged fluid, alien grace, soft power assassin. Knife arced, Elias rolled, took graze on ribs, fired point blank. Rel twisted away. Task squad burst opposite end. Lasers swept wide. Protocol fire missed Rel. Cease, Task yelled. Collateral, Elias ignored, flanked Rel's blind, tackled low, human mass pinned, elbow cracked jaw. Rel spasmed, Siren rose, blade ready. But Elias zip-tied wrists, efficient. No kill, Coral gaped from hall mouth. Human brutality? Survival, Elias said, flat. Task approached, rifle lowered, eyed bodies, precise kills, no bystanders. Your tactics outpaced us. Siren stepped forward, touched Elias' arm. Wound seeped, competence revealed. He stood, no nod, just scanned exits. Clear, no. Tracker pinged, rear duct groaned, Siren froze, vent grate above bowed, weight pressed, fingers pried bars. She thought herself hidden until the vent grate bowed under someone else's weight. Fingers pried the vent grate free. It clattered to the deck. 2 assassins spilled out, lean infiltrators, eyes locked on Siren. Blades gleamed under sterile lights. Elias shoved her sideways. Harder this time, crates splintered under her slide. He fired twice. First shot punched the lead assassin's knee, she crumpled. Second grazed the second's shoulder, he vaulted the debris. Down, Elias snapped at Siren. She flattened. Good instinct. Pistol cycled, empty. He slapped in a fresh mag. The wounded one lunged anyway. Elias sidestepped, stomped her wrist. Blade skittered. Zip tie snapped on. Task's voice boomed over comms, station-wide alert. All bulkheads sealing, trap the cells now. Sector 7 locked. Alarms wailed, metal groaned. The corridor ahead slammed shut, heavy blast doors descending like guillotines. Rear hatch followed, sealed. They were boxed in, with 2 more hostiles incoming from the duct. Siren scrambled up, eyes wide on the doors. He trapped us. Protocol, Elias said, flat, no panic. He scanned walls, maintenance panel low left. Locked, human fingers pried the seam. Alien alloy resisted. He wedged his knife, twisted, popped. Inside, conduits, wires, off-grid access, dusty service crawlway, narrow, human-sized. Here, he yanked the panel wide. Gestured her in, she hesitated. Frill neck quivered, royal poise cracking. The commander! Move! He boosted her. She crawled, fast for an aristocrat. Shouts echoed. Rear duct disgorged reinforcements. 4 total now. Kest Rel's cell remnants. Blasters charging wine. Elias dove in after. Panel clanged shut behind. Darkness swallowed them. He palmed his wrist loom. Green glow-lit conduit maze. Siren ahead, breathing steady. This way. Right, 50 meters, vent up. They crawled, tight. His ribs burned, Gray's wound weeping blood, ignored it. Footfalls thumped outside. Assassins sweeping the trapped zone. Task's comm crackled public channel. Princess, report, sector secure. Silence from her. Elias thumbed his earpiece, switched to private ping. Human freak override, special ops hack. Locked Task's line direct. Commander. Elias' voice cut clean. Squad leader tone. No rank, just command. Static hissed. Task, human, how private channel? Listen. Elias crawled faster. Siren matched. Your trap failed, Princess extracted, service ways, 4 hostiles in your box, flush 'em east. Task barked, background chaos, guards shouting. Impossible, bulkheads. Sealed you out too, override code, Zeta 9 Alpha human, open east hatch, crossfire my position. Pause, Task's breath ragged. You presume dead Princess, move. Click, Task obeyed. Code accepted. Hatch cycling, guards repositioning. Elias grinned in the dark. Aliens followed protocols. Humans bent them. They reached the vent up. Elias sliced great wires, kicked it loose. Emerged into parallel corridor. Empty transit tube, dim red emergency strips. Siren dropped beside him, dust streaked. Royal silks torn, she gripped his arm. Steady now, you planned this. Always, he checked pistol, 12 rounds, enough. Comms pinged, task, east hatch open, guards in position, hostiles moving. Copy. Elias keyed open channel. Squad net, all units hold fire, funnel east. Cross lanes at junction 7B, guards acknowledged. Hesitant, alien accents thick. Siren watched him, all flickered in her violet eyes. You're ordering them. Coordinating. He sighted down the tube. Shadows shifted at far end. Assassins broke from the box, blasters hot, first one rounded junction. Elias fired, center mass, dropped, second peaked. Laser bolt scorched wall near Elias' head. He rolled, returned fire, throat hit. Silent kill, task squad opened up opposite. Precise bursts, alien discipline. Third assassin shredded mid-stride, fourth bolted back, panic. Elias flanked wide, low shot to legs, she fell. Guards mopped, silence. Siren exhaled, touched his shoulder. 4 down because of you? Elias scanned, clear. Transit active. We move topside. Task burst through hatch. Rifle hot, eyed the bodies, precise clusters, no overpenetration. His frills flattened shock. Human. Task lowered weapon. You bypassed my seals, hacked my net, directed my squad. Elias holstered pistol, flat stare. Your plan trapped the principal, mine extracted. Task stiffened, protocols shredded, a lone human outplayed his grid. I underestimated. Common, Elias turned. Escort resumes, princess, she nodded, stepped close, body language spoke, trust forged. Lead on, sergeant. They moved, tube hummed alive. Carriage arrived empty, they boarded, doors hissed shut. Minister Coral's voice cut public comms, far off frantic. Princess, where security breached the human, Elias muted it. Private channel to Task. Coral's dirty, isolate him. Task paused. Then confirmed, detaining. Carriage accelerated. Siren leaned against bulkhead, watched Elias clean his knife, calm, ordinary until it wasn't. Alarm spiked again, carriage lurched, emergency brake, lights flickered. Ambush, Elias drew. Out now, doors forced. They spilled into access bay. 6 shadows waited, blasters raised. Kest Rel's backup cell, final wave. Rel's lieutenant fronted, scarred maw grinned. Princess dies here. Elias stepped forward, shielded her. No words, pistol barked. First shot, assassin's blaster arm. Dropped weapon. Second knee, down, guards piled in behind. Task yelled orders, but Elias already flanked. Rolled under fire, came up firing. 2 more down, headshots clean. Siren drew her ceremonial blade, slashed a lunging flanker's throat. Alien Royal, trained. Lieutenant charged Elias, knife high. Human mass met him mid-leap. Tackle, ground pound, fists cracked chitin skull. Out, last 2 broke. Lasers wild, Elias coordinated. Guards left, princess right. Crossfire converged. Bodies hit deck. Task arrived panting, surveyed. 6 precise kills. 0 collaterals, princess unscathed. You. Task gripped Elias' shoulder, respect. Not ordinary escort. Elias wiped blood his own from ribs, shrugged. Adequate. Siren sheathed blade, touched the wound. More than my shield. Minister Coral dragged in by guards, shackled, sneering faded to fear. Protocol demanded, traitor, Task growled. Cell confessions match. Elias ignored, scanned bays, exits clear, treaty hall secure, affirmative. Task signaled lift. You cleared it. Lift doors parted. Diplomatic level, crowds hushed. Treaty delegates stared, princess straightened. Silks regal again, took Elias' arm, public now, statement. They strode out, humans ordinary until blades fell. But one shadow lingered in Elias' scan. Bay cam flickered, off-grid signal. More cells, Rel's network deeper. He palmed breaching charge, silent prep. Crisis called, competence answered. Elias' comm bead hummed against his skull. Vance, service tunnel now, assassins. Siren's voice pierced the treaty hauled in. Raw fear laced it. He froze mid-stride. Princess's silks brushed his sleeve. Crowds milled ahead, delegates, aides, flashing holocams. Cover, he murmured, slipped her arm from his. Stay with Task, she blinked. Elias, he melted into the throng, protocol be damned. Signal test first, tap the bead. Princess, repeat location, audio check. Delay, 2 beats too long, spoofed. Origin pinged false, adjacent bay, not tunnel, Kest Rel, bay cam flicker earlier, bait set. Elias veered left, shadowed a tray-bearing server, palmed his concealed pistol. Service door loomed, unguarded. Routine flaw slipped through, dim corridor, pipes hissed overhead. Alien script glowed on walls, footsteps echoed ahead. 2 shadows detached from bulkhead, he pressed flat against conduit. Breath silent, heart steady. First assassin whispered into calm. Human took hook. Converge on princess. Kestrel's voice replied. Detonate isolator. Elias smiled cold, counter set, rolled breaching charge from sleeve, stuck it low on wall, armed, proximity trigger, advanced, shadows turned, knives gleamed, he lunged, elbow cracked first jaw. Chitin splintered, second assassin spun, blade slashed air. Elias sidestepped, grabbed wrist, twisted, snap, knife clattered, foe gasped, pheromone alarm starting, palm strike to throat, cartilage crushed, down, first stirred, Elias stomped temple, still. Dragged bodies into alcove. Zip-tied limbs, gagged with their own hoods, checked comms. Charge armed, flank now. Explosive whine built, shaped charge tunnel ahead. Boom rocked the deck, dust-choked air. Ceiling groaned, passage collapsed in roar. Siren, isolated. Elias sprinted, debris pelted. Torch beam cut gloom. Rubble-choked path, he vaulted chunk. Landed rolling, 2 more assassins ahead. Lasers swept dark. Hunting, they flanked a sealed hatch. Princess's side. Elias killed light. Shadowed wall. First assassin probed rubble. Rel says humans baited Princess ours. Second laughed. Soft alien guard. Elias closed, barehanded, no shots, echoes wrong, leapt from 5 meters. Tackled first mid-step. They crashed. Foe's laser skittered. Elias drove knee into gut. Air whooshed out. Chitin plates buckled. Assassin clawed. Nails raked Elias' vest. He pinned arm, hyperextended elbow. Pop, fist to temple, once, twice, lights out. Second world, charged low, shoulder to Elias' ribs, pain flared, old wound reopened. They slammed wall, Elias absorbed, used momentum. Flipped foe over hip. Assassin hit deck hard, gasped. Elias dropped knee on neck, held, waited for twitch, silence. Rubble shifted behind hatch, muffled cries. Siren, he scanned, clear, breached hatch with charge from pocket, popped seal, hissed open, dark tunnel beyond. Dust swirled, Princess backed against far wall. Ceremonial blade drawn, trembling but poised, boots pounded debris. Elias burst through, she spun, blade up, eyes wide. Elias, he scanned her, unscathed. Clear, move. She sheathed steel, grabbed his offered hand. The collapse. Decoy Rel cell, pulled her past bodies. Task inbound. Alarms wailed distant. Treaty hall stirred, they emerged into bay. Task's team piled in, lasers trained. Stand down, Task barked, claws flexed. Human. Elias raised empty hands, blood trickled ribs, Princess secure. 4 tangos down. Task's mandibles clicked, surveyed tunnel mouth, rubble sealed assassin's path. Impossible timing, stepped closer, sniffed air, human sweat, alien blood. You flanked the breach. Elias shrugged. Had to. Siren touched his arm, gaze held his. Not had to, chose to. Minister Coral shoved forward, shackles clinked. Lies human disrupted protocol, Task backhanded him. Your confessions named Rel, this proves network. Elias ignored, eyeballed bay cam, still flickering, off-grid pulse, more coming. Princess, he said low. Evac route, now. She nodded, no questions, took his arm again, regal stride resumed, crowds hushed as they passed, delegates whispered, holocam's word. One shadow peeled from wall, Kest Rel's operative, blade concealed. Elias palmed second charge. Slid it into palm node. Magnetic hold. Operative lunged in throng, knife arced for Princess's back. Elias pivoted, intercepted wrist, snapped it silent. Foe yelped, dropped, crowd gasped. Task's guards swarmed. Elias zip-tied him one-handed, passed to nearest claw. Rel's last thread, he muttered. Task gripped Elias' shoulder, firm. Thread, you unraveled the web. Siren watched, calm cracked, admiration raw. My shield proven. Elias wiped dust, felt ribs knit under field dressing. Job, but cam flickered again, deeper signal. Rel himself, silent prep resumed, palmed tracker. Crisis echoed, Princess straightened silks, treaty beckoned, but her glance lingered on him. Humans blended until tunnels fell. Deeper decks rumbled, new charge whine, Rel's gambit, Elias tensed. Down. Siren ducked instinctive. His arm shielded, blast rocked sublevels. Service tunnel collapsed, Princess's private evac route. Dust billowed, lights died, darkness swallowed, she froze, heart hammered. Blade hissed free, footsteps, heavy, running toward her through the void. Boots on debris, unyielding, human. Princess Siren gripped her ceremonial blade tighter. The tunnel mouth yawned black. Assassin's lasers had flickered moments ago, gone now, sealed by rubble, her guards cut off topside, alone. Echoes lied in collapse, claws, knives, no. Rhythm steady, purposeful, torch beam stabbed dark, human silhouette filled gap. Elias Vance, bloodied, calm, Princess. Extended hand, clear, she exhaled, sheathed blade, took it. How? Plan, pulled her through pinch. Rel's below, we flank. Dust settled. Bodies twisted in gloom, two assassins, necks bent wrong, her mandibles parted. Barehanded, he nodded once, scanned ahead. Move! Tazk's voice crackled on her comm. Princess status! Secure, she replied, glanced back. Human cleared her path, silent, competence. Not ordinary, they descended. Rel's lair pulsed ahead. Off-grid signals converged. Elia's palmed breaching charge nodded her forward. She led now, royal fire kindled, assault breached. Human at her back, Rel waited, underestimated both. Tunnel forked, left hummed, power core. Right silent, Elia signaled right. Trap left, she trusted. Veered, laser trap sprung, beams crisscrossed. He shoved her flat, rolled through grid, disarmed node with knife, sparks died. Go! Rel's chamber loomed, hollow maps flickered. Assassin cells plotted, Kest Rel spun. Multi-tool raised, Princess delayed. Elia's ghosted flank. Not. Rel fired, wild, Elia's closed, disarmed, grounded him, fists precise, chitin cracked, Rel slumped. Impossible, human alone. Enough. Tazk burst in, team secured, Siren faced Rel, treaty stands. Your network ends, Rel sneered. Soft power, Elia zip-tied, stood, ribs ached, ignored, Tazk saluted. Special forces hidden, Elia shrugged. Escort, Princess touched wound. Shield, crowds cheered topside, treaty signed, humans ordinary. Elia's Vance pinned Kest Rel against the treaty vault's shadowed corridor wall. The assassin's multi-tool sparked once, then clattered to the deck plating. Rel's compound eyes widened, mandibles flexing in a hiss. Human, Rel rasped, voice echoing off vaulted steel. You trespass in matters beyond your grasp. Surrender now and I reveal the full cell. The princess dies anyway, protocol demands it. Elias pressed his suppressed pistol's muzzle under Rel's jaw. No words. His free hand snapped forward, driving knuckles into the nerve cluster at Rel's throat. Chitin cracked softly. Rel gurgled, legs buckling. Quiet, Elias said. Rel slumped, eyes glazing. Elias zip-tied wrists and ankles, dragged him into an alcove, one threat down. 11 accounted for in the shadows behind. The vault hummed ahead, treaty artifacts glowed under lockdown fields. Princess Siren crouched nearby, her iridescent robes torn but posture rigid. She watched him, mandibles still parted from the takedown. Elias scanned the corridor fork. Thermal pinged on his wrist unit. Last one, moving fast. Stay, he told her. She nodded, gripping her ceremonial dagger. Elias ghosted left, boots silent on grated floor. Air recyclers whispered overhead. Politically sensitive zone, no alarms, no mess. Optics mattered here. The assassin burst from a service hatch, vibro blade raised. Chitin armor gleamed under emergency strips. He lunged for the vault door. Elias exhaled, squeezed the trigger. Suppressed round punched through eye cluster. Silent. The body jerked once, blade skittering away. Elias caught it mid-slide, no clatter. He knelt by Siren. Injured? Her gaze flicked to the corpse, then him. No, mandibles clicked shut. You anticipated. Plan? Elias checked her arms, robes, no blood. Good, he keyed his comm, muted line to Tazk. Clear, Rel secured, vault intact. Tazk's voice crackled. Confirmed, teams converging, princess. Here, Siren cut in, she rose, straightening robes. Royal fire edged her voice. Escort holds. Elias stood, holstered weapon, 12 threats neutralized. Bodies stowed in vents, charges disarmed, signals jammed. Silent sweep. Now surface, they ascended the access shaft. Siren matched his pace, no questions. Elias noted her glances, curiosity sharpening to respect. Earlier, she'd eyed his ordinary fatigues like baggage. No more, public hall loomed above, cheers faded to murmurs, treaty signing delayed, scandal brewed. Elias palmed the hatch, stepped out first. Hall packed, diplomats, guards, minister corals, polished entourage. Hollow screens flickered with her absence. Whispers rose, abduction. Plot confirmed. Siren emerged beside him. Calm, unscathed, Elias at her shoulder, expression blank. Silence crashed down. Coral whirled from the dais, robes flaring. Princess, the breach, evac protocols, this human. Stand down, minister. Siren strode forward, ignored his outstretched claw, eyes locked on the treaty podium. Signing proceeds, crowd parted. Elias scanned flanks, residual threats zero. Coral sputtered, mandibles gaping. But the vault, reports of intrusion, your safety, handled. Siren mounted steps, paused by Elias, her claw brushed his sleeve, subtle. Escort, he nodded once, blended into her shadow. Tazk pushed through ranks, armor scarred from lower sweeps. His gaze hit Elias, lingered. 11 cells, 12 bodies, no alerts tripped. Coral wheeled. Impossible, security doctrine, layered fields, redundance, outplayed. Task's voice stayed level. He tapped his data slate. Filing update now, joint doctrine revision. Turn to Elias. Sergeant, your tactics, silent entry, node disarms, predictive flanks, request human training support, full spectrum. Elias shrugged. Escort duty. Siren signed the treaty hollow. Cheers erupted anew. Louder. Eyes on the human now, not ordinary. Coral seethed beside the dais. Elias caught his glare. Polished courtier resented the low-status shadow. Too bad. Siren leaned close during seals. They whispered incompetence. Yours. Her mandibles brushed air near his ear. Shield proven. Routine. Elias kept watch. Ribs throbbed from earlier grapple, ignored it. Task activated his comm array. Central Command, this is Task. Incident resolved. Assassin leader Kest Rel in custody. Human asset Vance, primary neutralizer. Recommend integration protocols. Send trainers. Affirmative buzzed back. Task saluted Elias, crisp. Not lone value add, essential. Elias dipped chin, no grandstand. Hall thrummed, diplomats clustered, mandibles buzzing questions. How many? Vault breach? Human did this. Siren fielded them, voice steady. Elias stood post. Calm, her glances lingered longer now. Coral cornered Task off dais. This undermines, a single soft skin outpaces our grid. Task's crest flared. Grid assumed noise, he didn't make any. Watch the feeds later, predictive. Precise. Elias tuned it out. Scanned exits. Clear. Post-signing reception kicked in. Servo's word with platters. Siren drew him to a side alcove. Protocol breach her call. Rel spoke of network. Ends tonight. Ends. Elias pulled secured data chips from pouch. Rel's holomaps. Cells mapped. Task's teams roll now. She studied him. Compound eyes gleamed. I misread. Commas dullard. Crisis reveals. Job, he pocketed chips, no more needed. Footsteps approached. Coral, trailed by aides. Princess, a word on optics, this. Escort's prominence, prominent because earned. Siren turned, blocked his view of Elias. Dismissed. Coral recoiled, aides shuffled. Task joined them, slate updated. Doctrine filed, human special operations, baseline for revisions. Vance, your metrics, share. Elias subvocalized to his implant. Data beamed over. Basic package. Task slate pinged receipt. Basic right. Crest bobbed alien for respect. Siren touched Elias' arm again, lingered. Return with fleet. Assigned. He met her gaze. Partnership sealed, not just treaty. Hall lights dimmed for hollow projection. Treaty terms orbiting crystal. Crowds oohed. Elias slipped back to perimeter, watched her shine. One diplomat approached. Human, the vault 12 signatures vanished. Yours? Elias nodded, walked away. Murmurs followed. Ordinary? No. Coral fumed in corner, comm buzzing with fallout queries. Ignored, Task synced with Elias' unit. Training cadre inbound, your lead? Observe first. Elias signed off. Siren caught his eye across hall, nodded, royal acknowledgement, competence landed soft. Crisis etched it permanent. Deeper halls, Rel's interrogation droned via Task's feed, cracked fast under pressure. Network unraveled. Elias exhaled, shift over. Humans ordinary until not. Cheers peaked. Treaty-bound worlds, human shadow ensured it.